Cody back here again with another Vinyl Finds video. And of course today is Black Friday. It's also happens to be my birthday as well. Black Friday Record Store Day, always one of the more fun times of the year. Always kind of a little bit hectic just because of some of the stuff that I want to get. Is always kind of so limited, so there's always that chance that you're not going to get everything that you want. But I can honestly say for me, pretty much everything that I wanted to get for Record Store Day, I was able to get, so I'm very happy with the outcome. And I'm also going to show all my other finds that I've had in the last month or so too. So I'm going to try to make this video as quickly as possible. So, but definitely a successful record store day on this Black Friday for me as well. I went to the Vinyl Rescue Projects, the only record store I actually went to, really the only one I had to go to, and didn't really want to go to too many different stores because a lot of those stores and just all around is just people everywhere on Black Friday. So I was really hoping I was going to be a one-stop and be able to get everything that I wanted there. And really the only thing that I kind of wanted and wasn't able to get is the Chris Cornell 7-inch, which isn't a huge deal to me. But I'm going to just go right into it on what I did pick up. The first one being a 7-inch from Green River, Away in a Manger. And it is on this collared vinyl as well. It's kind of cool Christmas 7-inch. And of course Green River. And then the three major things that I wanted to get on Record Store Day is the Dave Matthews and the Collective Soul. Those are the things that when I saw the list first pop up, those are the things that I really focused on and really wanted to get. And I was actually fortunate enough to get all of them. Of course, the Collective Soul. First time this has ever been released on vinyl. Hence Allegations and Things Left Unsaid. Their first album. I really hope that they continue the trend on releasing their other albums on vinyl as well, because there's a lot of great Collective Soul albums I would love to have. It is on this red vinyl. But just all around just great album from Collective Soul. It's got Shine, Breathe. It's a really great album from them. Can't honestly wait to spin all of this stuff. I've not had a chance to actually spend any of the Record Store Day stuff. I actually just got back maybe an hour or two or so ago. But like I did say, I also get to get the both of the Dave Matthews bands, the Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds Prism Coffee House from April 22nd, 1983 in Charlottesville, Virginia, and the Dave Matthews Band at the Tracks from February 22nd, 1994. Both of these limited to 1,000 copies. I was honestly kind of surprised how limited these were, but they were kind of cheaper than past Dave Matthews releases, slightly. But and it's in the newer style cases, which they had some of these in the Come Tomorrow box, different shows, but same like packaging, which I showed a couple months ago when I got the Come Tomorrow set, the album and all the stuff that came with it. And it also came with a bonus 7-inch as well from Come Tomorrow. It's Again and Again, but in the back side being She, and it's just on black vinyl. And I got both of them came with the 7-inch, both the same 7-inch, nothing different about them. I give the other one to my dad, but very fortunate enough that I was able to get these. And he only got 2 copies of each one in at the Vinyl Rescue Project, and I was fortunate enough to get there. I got there probably about 45 minutes before they opened, and the line honestly wasn't that bad. I was actually kind of surprised. As the store was getting closer to opening, it definitely grew a little bit bigger, but I was maybe 10th or so in line, so not too bad. And it is on white vinyl. I don't know if I mentioned that. Both of them are on white vinyl, and I'm sure a standard black vinyl will eventually come out. The next thing I grabbed is Stone Temple Pilots Live 2018, and there's quite a few of these there. I think there was like 5,000 copies of the Stone Temple Pilots, and it's just selected live tracks from the 2018 tour, of course with the new singer. you know, I picked it up, kind of go along with the rest of the Stone Temple Pilots stuff, and I don't hate the new singer. I mean, he's obviously not Scott Weiland, but you know, what can you do? But it's a really cool cover. It has it's a 3D cover. The back's 3D as well, and it is on this red vinyl. And this comes with 3D glasses as well, so when you can put them on and the cover will pop out at you. And the last thing that I picked up on Record Store Day is the Toad the Wet Sprocket box set. It has 2 albums and a live album, so a 5 LP set. Has a 14 or 16 page booklet, and this is actually number 215 out of 1500. And you know, the albums in it's Fear and Dulcinea, if I'm saying that right, but the 2 Toad the Wet Sprocket albums that I've wanted for a long time, that have been on my Discogs want list for a very long time, and being able to get them in the box set as well as Acoustic Dance Party was a no-brainer. Really, for a 5 LP box set, wasn't really that expensive when you break it down per album, so definitely psyched to get that and spin it very soon. That is all the Record Store Day stuff that I actually grabbed. I'm gonna just go through, you know, all the non-Record Store Day stuff that I've accumulated in the last month or so. First being the new John Hyde album, the Eclipse Sessions. It is on black vinyl. I picked this up at Barnes & Noble for the sole purpose that the Barnes & Noble set up an exclusive that's actually autographed by John Hyatt. So I thought that was pretty cool. John Hyatt, you know, actually from Indiana. I also picked up Lenny Kravitz 5. I picked this up at Luna. There's still, you know, a few. I want to get Circus and a few other Lenny Kravitz reissues, but I picked that one up a couple weeks ago. And then I also picked up Warren Zevon, the 15th anniversary of The Wind, as well as at Luna. I mean, love Warren Zevon. This album is honestly fantastic, but it is kind of hard to listen to. It's just very sad, just knowing that he recorded this and wrote these songs, knowing that he was going to pass away. Definitely kind of a sad listen, but a very good album. His version of Stairway to Heaven is just or Knocking on Heaven's Door is just very sad to listen to. It's a great album though from Warren Zevon. And also I picked up the reissue of Coven, Witchcraft, as well at Luna, and it is on this red vinyl as well. But you know, really cool album from Coven, their first album as well. You know, the original copies always kind of went for a lot of money, so I was really happy to be able to get a reissue at a very affordable price. And then the next album I'm going to show is Brother Oh Brother Show Pony. You know, again, local guys from Indiana. I showed their latest EP not too long ago, Monster Truck. And this is their second album. They just did a repress of it on this collared splattered vinyl. And those have really cool pressings. Definitely recommend checking this. This album is just really good. I'm pretty sure you can find all their stuff on their YouTube page or on their website and listen to it for free. And really, they just do a great job with the pressing of their records. Definitely recommend checking it out though, and checking out their website, because they really and today, if you're watching it today, they do have some pretty good Black Friday specials going around. Some of their albums are just $5, so I mean, can't really beat that. And then of course the new Smashing Pumpkins. Definitely had to get the Shiny and Oh So Bright Volume 1, and I went ahead and got the box set. I got this on the Smashing Pumpkins website. Pre-ordered this probably, you know, back in August, and it's a really cool box set. And it does have, the box set has like a couple 7-inch. It's got 3 7-inches, which I think the box set's the only way you can get the 7 inches. I mean, of course, the 7 inches. It's Knights of Melta, Solara, and Silvery sometimes, Ghost. are all on the LP, but it's just cool to have the album. It is on translucent purple vinyl, and it did come with a slip mat as well. And I really enjoy the new Smashing Pumpkins album. The more I listen to it, the more I enjoy it. I've seen kind of reviews all over the place. Seems like people either love it or hate it, but I think really honestly the people that don't like it just think that's gonna be like Siamese Dream or Melancholy, and you know, Billy Corgan's just not going to make an album like that, unfortunately. But solid album as well. I mean, I love it. It's one. I mean, the new Dave Matthews that came out earlier this year, the Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff that has come out this year, and the Smashing Pumpkins is no exception. And I also picked up the new Chris Cornell, which I think is just called Chris Cornell. Is just a compilation of you know, his solo stuff, his stuff with Soundgarden, his stuff with Audio Slave, some stuff with Temple of the Dog, and it's got a few unreleased stuff. It's got like some of the Sirius sessions in there. I might just have one of the songs, and it's got the one unreleased song as well. Just a really cool compilation album. I actually really want to get the big box set that's got like 4 CDs, 7 LPs, like a DVD. Would really like to try to find that one at some point. I've not been able to track it down anywhere, and I don't see it even available on like Discogs. And I'm sure I could probably buy it on their website, but I'm sure it's not going to be cheap. I've not actually looked at the price of it, but I'm sure it's not cheap. So this one will do me for now. And the last thing I'm going to show is one that I'm just really super stoked that is finally on vinyl. It's Sponge, Rotting Pinata, and one of those albums that I've wanted on vinyl for a long time. And this one is an album that was pressed on vinyl back in the day. I think just only in Europe though, and so you know, when they did pop up on Discogs, it'd be like $200, $300. And this one is on cotton candy colored vinyl as well. They actually only pressed 1,000 of these. They pressed 300 on white vinyl and 700 on this cotton candy colored vinyl. And actually, I found out probably about 2 months ago that this website, let's see on the back, it's War God, Merch Now, something like that, is the one that was putting this album out. And I found out probably 2 months ago, and I looked on the website and it wasn't on there, and I kind of forgot about it. Then just a couple weeks ago, probably about 3 weeks ago, I saw that it was on their website available, and I went to order it, and of course out of stock on the white vinyl. On the cotton candy colored vinyl, it's totally out of stock. So I was like kind of bumming that I missed out on it, because I wanted this album on vinyl for a very long time. And then I'd get on eBay or Discogs and I'd see, you know, some sellers with like 10 copies of the Sponge album, and it's kind of disheartening a little bit, because you know, it was going for like double the price of what it was going for on the actual website, which is very annoying. I mean, I would much rather, I mean, if they were going to do like a, you know, I'm sure they might actually do a black vinyl version later on, but it's just kind of annoying because I don't really want it for the collectability. I want it to actually listen to it. It's cool that it's on cotton or candy corn colored vinyl, but ultimately I just want a copy to listen to. So I mean, I would have been gladly just taken a black vinyl if that was an option, but you know, they only pressed 1,000 of these, and you know, 300 is white, 700 is candy corn vinyl. And it's kind of frustrating to see that, you know, there was a seller, you know, actually a couple sellers with like multiple copies of this album selling it for double the price. But fortunately, it was just about a week ago. It was like last Monday or Tuesday. I just happened to get on the website, like Merch Now, and they actually had I don't know why I keep saying cotton candy, candy corn colored vinyl on sale. It was in stock, so I don't know if they ended up canceling some of the people's pre-orders that ordered, you know, 10 copies or what, but I was able to actually get one, and it seemed like it quickly went out of stock again. So I was very happy that I was able to actually get this album and get it for, you know, the actual retail price, and I didn't have to pay double for it. But you know, if I didn't get it, I'd have honestly just waited and hoped that they did another run of them on vinyl, and just hopefully maybe not in color. But very happy that I was able to get all the stuff that I wanted for Record Store Day, and you know, get that Sponge album. And I thought I had pretty good finds. It's probably going to be, honestly, probably one of the last big vinyl finds I'm going to have the end of this year. You know, as Christmas approaches, it's honestly hard to believe that 2018 is already almost over. But you know, I've had a great year. I can't complain. So many great concerts. Seen Local H a couple times, Smashing Pumpkins a couple times. Got to see Pearl Jam, Dave Matthews a couple times. Actually get to see Dave Matthews again on Tuesday in Columbus, Ohio. Kind of hoping that I get some extra time to go down there early, maybe hit up some record stores there. But yeah, I've been to Spoonful Records a couple years ago. I went to the Arnold a couple years ago, and it was a fun time. But definitely looking forward to that. I'm actually going to Cincinnati tomorrow for WWE Starrcade. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to actually search out any record stores in Cincinnati, but definitely looking forward to it. I actually have a bunch of days off from work now, so definitely plan on doing some hunting around here, if anything. But anyway, I hope everyone else had a great Thanksgiving and a great Black Friday and a great Record Store Day today as well for Black Friday. And thanks again, guys, for watching.